Right now, the Carolinas are in a heat wave, and as temperatures climb, so does the risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. This morning, we have tips to keep you and your family safe. First up, doctors say keep cool. Wearing light-colored clothing and hats can help protect you from the sun. Next up, try to schedule outdoor activities during the coolest parts of the day. And last but not least, drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Always good information to have.
And it might sound silly that we're telling you things like, obviously I'm going to drink water, but people do it every single season.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of it too. You get caught up, especially if you're having a good time. You're like, wow, I have a headache. What happened? Oh, I didn't drink any water.
Yes, exactly.
Also, we bring this up all the time, Sarah. How hot are some of these surfaces?
Yeah, we got to think about our pets too, right?
Yeah, we do. Because think about walking on a 145-degree surface. You're not going to want to do that even for yourself. Certainly not your pet's paws. So let's start here in the shade. 90 degrees. I'm going to use that as an example because that's pretty much what we're going to be at, about 90, 91 most of the next 10 days. In the shade, it could be a little bit cooler than that, anywhere from 85 to 90 degrees. Now let's move into full sun. The thing with direct sunshine, it's going to make you feel 10 degrees at least to 15 degrees warmer when you're standing in those direct rays. Moving over to concrete. This is now 130-degree temperature at 90 degrees. Think about it. This is pretty much what we're rocking most of the summertime. Always keep in mind that during the peak of the day, especially around our midday show into the early afternoon, concrete could be 130 degrees plus. Red brick gets even hotter, feeling like 140 plus. And then blacktop is the worst, feeling like 145, realistically 150 or hotter. So keep these things in mind. These are always going to be reminders, such as a simple reminder to drink water, because every single first heat wave, that's usually where we have the most hospital visits for people having either heat stroke, heat exhaustion, et cetera, et cetera. So please be safe out there. 89 degrees. This is the peak that we've hit so far this season. We can't get past 89, but we will. 90 degrees in Lancaster, so definitely going to hit 90 in some spots. Our futurecast showing a few more clouds popping up, but we also had a similar map like this yesterday. So I think, again, you're going to have a few of those cumulus clouds that look like they might precipitate. They might turn into a thunderstorm, but I think it's going to be a struggle bus for that to actually hit the surface. I think at worst, you'll have a brief sprinkle, a few drops come down, but that's pretty much it. Dew point forecast, we're going to be around that 60-degree point. So it's still feeling sticky today. It does come down a little bit. You always see these dew points start to dip by about the middle of the afternoon, and then they'll be back to that sticky range tomorrow and feeling even more humid by the end of the weekend. Sunday is almost sweltering. This is going to be a better chance for thunderstorms to pop up at the end of the day. As long as you're in this range with a temperature near 90, oftentimes if things line up, you will have a chance for a thunderstorm. So that's why we have a weak chance for a thunderstorm by the end of your Father's Day. Don't cancel any plans. I would still maybe do things earlier in the day just because it's, hey, not as hot. I personally am going to be going mini golfing with my family. I'm going to beat both Kim and JT. We're looking at spotty rain showers both on Monday and Tuesday, but not a lot of rain. That's not the major story. Tonight, lows dropping down to 64, and then after that, pretty much right around 70 degrees. And more details for tomorrow. I have a high of 93, and you're only seeing these heat values get about the mid-90s. I think you could have a heat index as much as 97 degrees when all is said and done. So we will see our hottest days of the year so far. I think Friday is going to be the hottest, at least over the next 5. This will finally beat out that 89-degree point that we can't get past. So what are we going to do? We're going to try to stay cool. Temperatures all over the place, but mainly right around 90 degrees plus over the next 7.